Without further ado, here's my personal coach and also Co-Red Marketing's mentoring coach, Mr. Greg Ammerman.
I appreciate that kind of introduction, Rico. You know, first I want to say that I have so much respect for Rico McDaniel. I mean, to think about what he's accomplished at such a young age is remarkable. I know when I got started in this business, I was about 25 years old, just getting started, and I certainly didn't have the kind of results right out of the block that he's had. So he's an amazing success story. But the thing I appreciate most about him is his humility. I mean, the fact is he's making an excellent income where he is in the top 3% of the money earners in this country, but yet he still wants to learn. He still wants to grow. He still wants to have coaching, and he's open to it. And that's why he's actually given me the opportunity to speak with you. You know, I really appreciate the fact that I have that chance because I love talking to people about making a difference in their lives. You know, I want to ask you three things. I want to start out by asking you, first, are you happy? And what I mean by that is, are you doing all the things in your life that you want to do? Are you traveling? Do you have free time to spend with your family? Do you get to do the hobbies and things you enjoy? Or are you not as happy as you could be? And could you be happier? And if you want to be happier, what are you willing to do to start to make that happen? Number two, how are your results? Because really all that matters is results. And most people today aren't having great results. And if you're not having great results, isn't it time to just consider an alternative way of doing things to get better results? But the last thing is the most important thing I want you to consider. Do you think that your formal education, whether it be high school, whether it be you went on to college, whether it even be further than that your formal education was enough to help you to become successful? Because you know what? If it is, then why aren't there more successful people? Now, I'm not trying to put a knock on education because you absolutely need to know how to read and write and do arithmetic, but I think we'd have to all agree there's a lot more to learn than just what we learned in school. 95% of the people in this country live paycheck to paycheck, month to month. So if our system is so good, then why aren't more people successful? So when I look at this opportunity that you've been presented, it's such a chance to not only create a better financial success, but to wake yourself up in your mind and change how you think so you can get better results. It's that simple. It all starts with training. You know, I think back when I got started in this industry, I wasn't a success story. I was a guy like most people, went to high school, went on to college, graduated, got a job. And when I got out and I was in the workforce, I was living paycheck to paycheck, month to month. As a matter of fact, I was living in someone else's house, paying them $200 a month for rent. That's not good. I was driving a Hyundai and I was 3 months behind on the car payment. That's not good. I was earning $582 every two weeks and I was living in New York. And you know what the cost of living is like there? Things weren't going well. And so I was open for an opportunity, just like you're sitting before this opportunity. I was open because what I was doing wasn't working. The difference is, where I was then and where I am now was I had a mentor, I had a coach, somebody that was successful to show me the way. Think about this. If you wanted to be a massage therapist, who would you learn from? A massage therapist. If you wanted to be an auto mechanic, who would you learn from? An auto mechanic. If you wanted to be a doctor, wouldn't you go to medical school to learn from who? Other doctors. Well, if you wanted to be financially independent, you wanted to be a millionaire, who would you learn from? Would it be like your Uncle Fred who works maybe at a factory? And nothing against your Uncle Fred, of course, but the idea I'm trying to get through to you is that if you want to be better off financially and more successful in every area of your life, then you got to associate yourself with people who are. That's the only way you can learn how to do it, because you can't do what you don't know. I liken this business and success in general to like a minefield. Everybody who had to cross a minefield would want to survive it. But what if you didn't know how to get through without blowing up? Or what if the people who were guiding you never been through it before either? Highly likely you would blow up, and most people do. But what if you had the opportunity to work with someone who's been through the minefield thousands of times, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and they've had the experience to know exactly how to get through it? Wouldn't you want to work with that person? Wouldn't you want to follow that person? That's what you have. We've got an opportunity, but more importantly, we have a system, a proven and documented system that you can plug into and you can utilize to reach the level of success you desire. We start out with a program called Secrets of Success. Now, when you get involved in this opportunity, you want to obviously fill out your paperwork, get all those things done to take advantage of it, but you want to get out to a Secrets of Success training as quickly as possible so that you and I can work together. So I can show you the things that were shown to me to help me to generate millions of dollars. You know, in life, it's real simple. Every decision you make will affect the rest of your life. Most people aren't making the right ones. I'm so glad that years ago I made the right one. I know this, all I did was try. Did I know I was going to make millions of dollars when I got involved? No. I just gave it a shot. I figured if I got started and it didn't work out, couldn't I go right back to where I was? Couldn't I go back to being broke? I was already good at it. Couldn't I go back and not even have any penalties? What was my risk? Nothing. But if I kept doing what I was doing, I was risking everything. Same for you. What if you get started and it doesn't work out? Doesn't fulfill your expectations? Can't you go right back to where you were without any penalties? But let me ask you this. What if it does work? What if you do achieve the level of success you've always dreamed of? Think about 3, 4, 5 years down the road. Who would know? Everyone. And you'd be living the lifestyle you always dreamed of. This opportunity is growing. This chance is before you. All you got to do is make the right choice. Understand, opportunities are never lost. They just go to other people. Don't let this opportunity go to anyone else but you.